In this experiment, we are going to learn estimation of strong acid HCl by using conductometric titrations. So for this, first we have to take HCl solution which is of unknown concentration. So and in the burette, we have to fill with NaOH which concentration is already known. So that solution we called it as the standard NaOH solution. So now first we have to pipette out 10 ml of HCl solution which concentration is not known. Take it up to the 10 ml mark and release into the cell. Now before adding NaOH from the burette, we have to take the initial reading into table. So that is 4.48. Now after adding 1 ml of NaOH from the burette, we have to stir with the stir rod. Now we have to take the reading again. Now it is decreased to 4.18 because initially the strong HCl is completely dissociated into H plus and Cl minus ion so that its conductivity high. Now after adding NaOH to the HCl, so few of the H plus ions will be neutralized by the OH minus ions which are present in the NaOH so that conductivity is decreased. Now further I will add 1 more ml NaOH from the burette to the cell. After each addition, we have to stir it for the proper mixing of the ions. Now, further amount of H plus ions will be neutralized by NaOH so that further OH minus ion, H plus ions concentration is decreased. Now it is reading 3.77. So like that, we have to add 1 more ml of NaOH from the burette. Each time for each addition we have to stir and we have to take the readings. Now again 1 more ml of the NaOH we have to add. Again we have to stir and we have to take the reading of conductivity into the table every time. Now it is decreased further to 2.72. Now again we have to add 1 more ml. And we have to stir and we have to check the reading. Now it shows 2.31. So it's a further decrease. So like this, we have to continue adding of NaOH from the burette to the HCl solution until all H plus ions get neutralized by the OH minus ions. Now it is further decreased to 1.88. You can see here on the screen. So I am adding 1 more ml. So we have to stir after each addition. So it is a further decreased. Like this we have to continue. Now it is further decreased to 1.3. So I am adding 1 more ml. For each and every addition, we have to note down all the readings into observation book. So now we can observe. So now it is reading started increasing again. So that means at this stage, all the H plus ions get neutralized by the NaOH. Now for each addition of NaOH, now there are free OH minus ions. Earlier free OH minus ions neutralizing the free H plus ion, so that conductivity is decreasing. Now when we have started adding excess NaOH after neutralization of H plus ion, now because of this free OH minus ions, the conductivity will start increasing. Now let us check after adding 1 more ml. After addition of next ml, if you stir it, we can observe further increasing in conductivity. So that indicating, so there are few more OH minus ion, free OH minus ion available in the solution. So because of free OH minus ions, the conductivity again increased. So now again, if I add one more ml, you can see further increasing in the conductivity. So like that, we have to take 5 to 6 readings. And we have to copy all these conductivity readings into the table. Now you can see it's a further increasing. So like that, after taking 5 to 6 readings after getting increased, so we have to stop. So now all these readings we have to tabulate. So in the x-axis we have to take the volume of NaOH, so whatever is added from the burette. So on the y-axis we have to take the conductivity of this conductivity on the screen. So by using these two values in the graph, if you plot the graph, you will get V shape. So from the V shape we can get the exact volume of NaOH for the neutralization. So by using that volume we can calculate the concentration of HCl which is present in the unknown sample. So as I said, so here on the x-axis we have to take the volume of NaOH which is added from the burette. On the y-axis we are taking the conductance readings which are in millimoles per centimeter. Right? If you plot the graph for those values, you will get the V-shaped graph. Now we have to consider this intersect point. So on the x-axis it is contacting here somewhere, right? So that point we have to take as the volume of NaOH required to neutralize the H plus ions present in unknown sample. So by using this volume, we can use the formula N1V1 is equal to N2V2. By substituting all these values into the equation, you can get the concentration of H plus ion solutions.